I'm Cassidy Skinner, Cassidyskiner.
Cool. Cassidy, first and foremost, how hard would you consider archery to be?
It's not all that hard. It's more of a focused sport than anything. Anyone can do it.
How do you get into that mindset to be able to focus and make a good shot?
It's really seeing yourself and wanting to make it than anything else. If you want to shoot that 10, then you're going to shoot it. You just have to focus on it.
I love it. I love it. How long would you say it took you to start getting really good at archery?
My 4th grade year was a little rocky, and then I hit 5th grade and I started winning things.
It's always better when you start hitting things, right?
Right.
Let's look at this. What was your reaction when you had found out that you placed first in 3D?
I was actually pretty happy with it. I mean, it's not my most impressive achievement, but I was still really happy with it.
What is your most impressive achievement?
I've gotten both bullseye and 3D first before, so just getting one was a bit disappointing, but
Fair enough. But still, to walk away out of a state competition as a state champion, what kind of emotions go behind that when it's something that you practice and work so hard for?
There's always pride. You always feel proud of yourself knowing that you accomplished something that not everyone has the opportunity to accomplish. So I was really proud of myself.
I love it. How does it feel to be considered? You mentioned pride. How does it feel to be considered as one of the best in the state at what you do?
I don't know. I feel pretty cool. Like I get to tell people that I'm a state champion and I'm good at what I do. So.
Nice. Answered how long it took to get good at archery. You started in 4th grade?
Yes.
And you're in what grade now?
8th grade.
8th grade. So you're 4 years in. Looking back to the first time you shot a bow compared to now, how have you seen yourself grow?
I have grown a heck of a lot. There's so much stuff that I didn't know when starting that I feel really knowledgeable on this topic. So.
Nice. Let's see. Talking about the overall team, this past weekend, competing in the Whitko Invitational, a lot of high scores from Whitko. How proud are you of this entire team?
I'm really proud. We've all gone and practiced a lot, and we put forth our best foot, and I'm really happy with everyone's scores and how well they did.
Nice. Why do you love this team?
We get along really well. Everyone kind of just talks. We have a lot of fun together. We play a lot of games. It's really lighthearted, and you don't always see that with other teams. So.
What made you fall in love with the sport of archery?
I thought it was really neat. In all honesty, the only reason I started doing it is because I wanted to be able to say, I can shoot a bow. And I can shoot a bow really well. And then it just got better from there.
So can you officially say that you can shoot a bow?
Yes.
Nice. Is there anything else you want to add, Cassidy?
Not really.
All right, well, I think you did a great job. I really appreciate it. What was your reaction when you found out that you placed first in the state competition?
I was excited that I beat my score and that I achieved what I wanted to achieve in state.
Nice. Out of all the archers here in the state of Indiana, how does it feel to be considered one of the best at what you do?
I think that anyone can do it if we all try and put our minds to it, and we all, as a team, can do it.
Nice. What made you fall in love with the sport of archery to begin with?
My older brother, he does it, and his son does it, and he started off doing it, which made me like it.
The first time you shot a bow, what did you think about it, and what made you come back?
I thought maybe I can do this, that it's a good sport to be in, and that I could make new friends by doing it.
Would you say that a lot of your friends are archers now?
Yes. They're all mainly archers, and they do archery with me.
What makes this team so special to be around?
We all work together, no matter who it is, no matter what grade we're in. We all act as a family, and we all treat each other right.
Nice. talking about the team, and just this past week, you had the Whitko Invitational. A lot of first place scores, a lot of second place scores. I mean, how proud are you of this team, of how they've been competing recently?
My team tries hard, and we all work together to do what we do. We all practice very hard.
Nice, nice. Just talking about the coaches here, how do they help you in succeeding in what you want to do?
The coaches help me, and they help me aim, help me do what I need to do. My dad is a coach, and he helps me with whatever I need to do at home.
Nice, nice. Do you like bullseye or 3D better?
I like 3D better because it's like shooting an animal that I know where it is range-wise.
When you're competing and you're like, about to pull back, you have to get really focused and locked in. How do you get to that place of mind when you're about to shoot?
Like my dad always told me, it's just me and the target. It's just like practice. It's just like I do it at home.
Nice.
Mark Lime, M-A-R-K L-I-M-E.
Good deal. All right, so first and foremost, Coach, you've seen this firsthand. How hard is this sport to really master?
I mean, it takes a lot of concentration and a lot of time shooting, just like any other sport. It may not be as physical as hockey or football, but anybody can do it. We've had special needs students come through, and they can participate. If you look at the NAF's Facebook page, we had an archer from another school that has one arm, and he's able to shoot with one arm, and all kinds of stuff. So it's a lot of concentration, a lot of muscle memory, just like any other sport.
Good deal, good deal. Now, what makes somebody a good archer? What goes into it?
It's just like any other sport. A lot of talent, some talent, but also one of the things I like to tell the archers is the only time you fail is when you give up. So those archers that put in the time and the hard work, just like any other sport, are going to be successful.
You get those kids that come in here, they try it, and they end up falling in love with it. How do you get them to keep coming back and keep giving archery a try?
We try to, instead of just, over here we're just shooting and stuff, we try to incorporate stuff. We teach groupings and stuff, so going from 5 arrows to this down to size, and we play battleship with Post-it notes, so they have to sync the battleships, and just trying to keep it fun.
And what do you love most about archery?
It's a family atmosphere. I get to do it with my daughter, my wife, my extended archery family. My daughter's been in it since 4th grade, and we've made some great friendships, not only here at Whitko, but also at the Indiana level, national level. I mean, when you go down to Louisville for nationals, you're having over 15,000 archers shoot in 5 days, or in 3 days. I'm sorry.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Now, just the timeline. When was the state competition?
State competition was March 13th.
And then this past weekend was the Whitko Invitational.
That is correct.
Cool. And you guys had some pretty nice success there too. I mean,
yes.
Overall, how proud of you are you of this team?
Well, with COVID and stuff, we usually practice in a bigger gym, but we've had limited, so they're trying to, keep everybody, all the sports in one gym. So it's been limited. Usually we start in late September. We didn't get to start until November this year, and then we'll continue all the way through August of next year. So I couldn't, for 1,300 kids K through 12, when we have 4th through 12th graders competing, we're very proud of our kids.
That's amazing. Now, talking about two specifically, Cassidy and Isabella?
Yes.
Cassidy and Isabella, they're state run, and how they finished. I mean, just as their coach, what do you
So they ended up, we compete in both bullseye and 3D. 3D is the animals, bullseye is obviously the targets. Both Cassidy and Isabella were state champions. Cassidy was at the middle school level, and Isabella was the high school level. And then we had Lewis Skinner, who placed 3rd at the 3D level. And then on bullseye, Cassidy and Isabella finished 3rd. So we're very proud of them.
What makes them so good at their craft?
They put the dedication, they put the time in. So they practice not only here, but at home. And they have natural talent. I mean, but from when Cassidy was in 4th grade, she was shooting in the, I think a 126 was her first shoot out of 300. She has been the bullseye champion for the past 4 years for state, and she's finished very high at nationals too. So it's that time and patience when you have kids that are shooting, 290s out of 300 with no sights, all instinctive. It's a lot of time and dedication.
That's awesome. Now, you kind of brought this up in your first answer, but I'll ask again, what makes this a sport for...
It's unlike contact sports or baseball, it's something that you can continue through your whole life. I mean, from, we start them out at 3rd grade, they can't compete until 4th grade, up until, whenever, till you can't stand anymore. It's a lifelong sport. And it's all done by the DNR. So all the targets and stuff you see here, as long as we teach in our PE classes, they'll get us a grant for $3,000 or $4,000 worth of equipment for like $1,500, and it's just part of the shooting sports.
That's awesome. Now you see a kid come in here the first time, maybe never picked up a bow before. On average, how long does it take a kid to really start getting a good aim down?
We really work from the ground up. So NAS has 11 steps that we walk through with stance and getting the bow hand, the draw hand set, bow hand set, and just getting a good foundation. And it just depends on the archer. I mean, just like any other sport, they can pick it up real quick, or sometimes we just have to work with them, and that's what we're here for. We're all 5 coaches here are parents. Well, 4 of us are parents, and the youngest one, Travis Chalk, he's a Whitko alumni from the archery club. So
cool, very cool. Finally, I think actually that about does it. Is there anything else that you wanted to add?
No, I mean, we're always looking to expand, so any schools that are interested, if you go to nafschools.org or indiananafs.com, you can get information. Like I said, it's all through the DNR, and they have some very good grants, I know. So we'd like to see it grow exponentially here in Northeast Indiana.
That's awesome. Now at the state competition, there was 11 teams in the high school competition?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, and then how many teams competed in the Invitational over the weekend?
We just had 4. We had our high school, middle school, and elementary, and then we had Cherubusco, Westview, and Central Noble.